about air and focus on air, because we all know this is the most important thing. What can we do and what have we done in order to improve the air quality? And a very important aspect of all this is, it is the basis for solving the problem is your education, without which it would have not been possible. So it's extremely important that all of you youngsters who are there, and even people like me, we go back and learn, unlearn and relearn, so that we can improve and save Mother Earth. That's the message which I'd like to convey. And there are multiple universities. We are here at the Hamdan Smart University. We have Curtin University, wonderful university, which has moved from petroleum science to renewable energy, like what was explained. We have Eduscope Professional University. We have so many universities here which are ready to equip you and empower you with the knowledge and the resources required in order not only to create a wealthy career, but also a healthy mind. So the focus is creating a wealthy career and also a healthy mind, so that you can use that knowledge and resources in order to ensure that our planet remains cleaner, greener and healthier for future generations. So I'm not going to dwell on the aspects of climate change. Already this has been highlighted to you. One of the things which was explained is the number of hot days is increasing, and which means we need more air conditioning. And if we need more air conditioning, then we are polluting even more. So it is cyclic. So how do we break that cycle? Using engineering and technology. One very important aspect for all of you to understand is the concentration of carbon dioxide in Earth is increasing continuously. Today, the major challenge is that our ambient air is so polluted that we can't call it fresh air. ASHRAE, the agency, the nodal agency which handles the air conditioning, earlier used to call the ambient air fresh air. Today they said, when the air is so polluted, you can't call it fresh air. You have to call it ambient air. And the air conditioning principle works on the policy that you have polluted air inside the building, which is highly polluted. Like what was mentioned, the indoor air quality is 5 times worse than outdoor air quality. So you are in a highly polluted environment here, and the ambient air is also polluted. So basically what you are doing with air conditioning is, you are diluting highly polluted air with polluted air. So that is what is happening with the air conditioning today. I'm just going to play a very short video, and I hope it works for me. Normally I'm very lucky with technology. Oops. Okay. Same luck continues. Okay. This is a video from London. So normally we say pollution might be, the villages are polluted. Now in London, what they claim is 9,000 people die every year prematurely because of air quality. In the US, the financial impact because of air quality is about 10 billion US dollars. Globally, which I will show in the next slide, 7 million people die prematurely because of air quality. And the financial impact is 5 trillion US dollars. So this is a huge opportunity for engineers. So you have a big problem which you can solve, you can make it a career, and you can also make money out of it. This is another video, and I'm sure it's not going to play. This is the air quality in UAE from Gulf News. So we breathe about 11,000 liters of air per day. The air which we breathe not only affects our health, but it also affects our cognitive ability. So for all the heads of organizations here and the industrialists and businessmen, it is clearly proven that if you provide clean air for your people, then their productivity increases by 10 to 15%. And in UAE, we all know a lot of people, when they sit in the office for some time, after working for a few hours, they say, let's go out for a cigarette. Okay? Have you heard that? And when they come back, they feel fresh. It is not because of the cigarette. It is because from a highly contaminated environment inside the office, they have gone outside and had a breath of fresh air. And that is unfortunately attributed to the cigarette. So the impact of air quality is on your health and your cognitive ability. So you think better when the air quality is good. Today, I am involved with the Ministry of Health, and we are measuring air quality in 10,000 homes of UAE. We have 200 people who are going around and measuring this. This is a very big initiative done by the Health Authority of UAE. And we are designing the protocol for air quality and green buildings for schools now. So we are re-engineering the entire design of the schools. So air quality can affect and give you headaches, fatigue, nausea. So what do? You go to the doctor and doctor gives you a pill which gives you temporary relief. Now that is not the solution. The pill is not a solution. And here I'd like to quote a very interesting phrase from a doctor. He says, there is no pill for every ill, but there is an ill in every pill. So we need to reduce the amount of pills which we take and try to address the challenge. It affects the whole body. Air quality, especially PM 2.5, PM 10 dust particles, if they are there in the room, then respiratory diseases spread more easily. So it's very important that we address that. This is a video, and I'm sure it will not play. UAE, in its national agenda, has a very clear mandate on air quality. So UAE wants to improve its air quality, and unfortunately, among all the benchmarks which we have, mostly UAE is on the top of the world, whether in terms of ease of business, whether safety, whether happiness. But in terms of air quality, we are on the bottom. We are the 7th worst in the world. And that's what is the challenge which we are trying to overcome now. How we overcome that challenge is we convert the sick building into a healthy building. And we have collaborated with some of the biggest organizations and developed a patented technology here in order to improve the air quality. So we convert buildings into carbon sinks. So the carbon dioxide which is in the air is absorbed by the building and it is converted into carbon fiber or liquid carbon and pumped into earth. So right now you all know that UAE removes hydrocarbons from the earth to convert it into petrol and crude oil and diesel. So what we do is we pump the liquid carbon dioxide into the earth, it gets stored there, and later it becomes fuel so that it can be removed. So that's what we are trying to do. This is the engineering system on how we implement this. This is a video, again it will not play. This is the technical analysis of how we do it. What we do is we take air which is 400 ppm CO2 in the atmosphere and 1000 ppm CO2 inside the building and make it 0 ppm CO2. So it's very clean air. And because it is so clean, you breathe well, it improves your cognitive ability, you take better decisions, you're healthy, and it reduces your electricity bill by almost 30%. So if you install this equipment in your house, your air conditioning bill will reduce by almost 30%. this is how the system works. I'm going to skip all this. So the parameters which we measure in air quality is CO2, VOC, humidity, temperature, PM 2.5, PM 10, all these things are measured. And today, it's very easy for you to get a sensor and install it in your bedroom, in your house, to measure the air quality. So next time, when you have an allergy, cough, breathing problem, asthma, don't run to the doctor, check the air quality in your house. It might be the problem. And this is called the sick building syndrome. And we are told 70% of the homes and offices in UAE have bad air quality. So this is something which you need to really look at. So this is a case study where we have installed this equipment in one of the hotels, and during the winter we saved about 17% of the electricity, and during summers we have achieved almost 30 to 40% saving. So normally when we talk about sustainability, there are three P's. The people, so whatever you do, it should be good for the people. Second, it should be good for the planet. Okay? Because if it is not good for the planet, then it affects us back. And the third, which is also very crucial and very important, is it should be good for prosperity, which is your packet, okay, or profit. If this pillar is not served, then you can talk about the planet, you can talk about the people, organizations will never adopt it. But if you show to organizations that this solution is sustainable, it is good for people, it's good for planet, and also good for profit, then people start adopting it more often. So what we have done is we have captured the carbon dioxide in the building and we pump it into a greenhouse, and this greenhouse is in a 22-story building in Business Bay. Like what Professor Ponchalvan said, that you have a small garden in your house, have some soil. So as a developer, what we have done is, in our building, which is a 40-story twin tower, every apartment has a balcony garden developed by the builder, so that we are enabling people to plant fruits, vegetables, legumes in their balcony garden. And we are also maintaining a greenhouse. We use technology from NASA. So this will not play, this is a lovely video. Some of the people who have used this, these are the people who have adopted the technology. When we purify air, we also remove the odor. And if you know, one of the strongest odor is the odor of fish. So in this video I was explaining how we are removing the odor from fish. We have installed this in Souq Al Jubail here in UAE, where it not only improves the air quality and removes the odor, but it improves the shelf life of the fish or fruits by 100%. So this eliminates food wastage and the food going into the landfill, which creates methane. So there is a solution to every challenge which was explained. So with this solution, we are able to address 10 of the 17 United Nations SDGs. And it's a very good opportunity for the students here to learn this. Because once you learn this, you will be the leader in the field. You're the expert in the field today. Because this technology was not available 15 years back, 10 years back. So nobody will be more experienced than you. So it's an opportunity and call for all of you to learn this new technologies which are available and become masters and leaders in the field. So just to sum up my entire presentation, the solution which I have provided is good for the global climate change. It is good and works as per the national agenda. It improves the air quality. It uses AI and artificial intelligence. It is good and eliminates the sick building syndrome. And the good part about the last statement is ESCO companies. You don't even have to pay for it. There are companies which will come and invest into your projects, pay for it, and you get saving from day one. And one of the most important things about FEDA and Dr. Salim, they follow a principle of His Highness. They say, don't wait for things to happen. You make it happen. So you'd have seen, he's always in the forefront, trying to get the change done himself. Not waiting for government to do it. Not waiting for others to do it. What can we do? How can we contribute? So this is the ethos of FEDA, and I'd like to welcome all of you to be part of this change. Thank you very much. So I just wanted to ensure that I make my presentation short, so that all of you get the message.
Thank you, Dr. Samiullah. Moving forward, we shall now commence with our first panel discussion on challenges in the education sector. Please welcome our curator, Professor Syed Muhammad, and our esteemed panelists, Dr. Pon Selvin, Mr. Bhupesh Nagarajan, Dr. Deppy Chowdhury, Professor Farha Nazneen, and Dr. Srividya.